So some of you may have seen my initial video on this guy, and I made a pretty solid mistake. He was actually SA10 instead of SA15. I know I'm dumb, but I still think he's bad. All right, we're going to take a look at him. Unfortunately, this unit is not really the best. We'll break him down, though, and maybe he'll look a little better than what we've seen. So this is my hidden potential build for him. A full level 10 Lynx, right? I think he'll be looking pretty good, and feel free to laugh at me in the comments, because that's just a major mistake here. If you saw the original video, congrats, but this will definitely have the same title as the original one. So, this guy, he has 150% attack and defense at the start of the turn. Then on super attack effect, he gets 50% extra attack and defense. Actually, on super attack specifically, he gets 50% extra attack and defense. Then for one turn, he has a 30% attack and defense raise on his super attack effect. So his defense, once he actually super attacks, is gonna probably be around above 300k, right? That's about the defense level we should expect from this guy. Because he'll have, what, 75k added to that, which would be like 220k, then another 30%, he's nearing 300k, right? Essentially, this guy is not really looking that great. Now, if you're above 50% HP at the start of the turn, this unit does get a extra additional things. He gets a 30% extra boost in attack and defense. He has a 30% chance to crit, and he launches an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super. So his offensive stat right there, 5.8 million, was pretty solid, right? I definitely feel like it's okay, but I don't think it's anything special now. When he was SA10, he was hitting like 4.7, 3 mils, and I was like, bro, I should have really thought about that, but low-key it's like 4 a.m. and I'm like getting these done. The other showcases are perfectly fine, no worries there, but I guess it is annoying that that did happen. So what we're gonna do is we're having this guy against one enemy right now. However, he does have a section as of his passive where when he's against 2 more enemies, he gets an additional 70% attack and defense and then a 20% chance to crit. So that may actually be a situation where he could look good, but just looking at these numbers against one enemy, it's not good, right? These numbers aren't really that great. Defensively, we'll have some extra defense support next rotation, but he's going to be at like 350k instead of 300k, right? Once he super attacks. And then you have this HP restriction that I also have found to be an issue, right? Not specifically in this showcase, obviously we're in the Legendary Vegeta event, but like in general, a lot of times you may fall under 50% HP at the start of turn, and then he loses his additional stats and his crit chance, right? A lot of that's just lost, and then he becomes even worse, which is not good. 180k start of turn defense. Again, he'll get 90k on super, so 270k. Then another 30%. He's not even breaking 400k defense on this turn. Like, that's not good. That's actually bad. That's genuinely terrible, right? Is what I'm gonna say. A lot of this is like I have seen this unit already in action before, so unfortunately it's not my exact like initial impressions at his defense. His offense, like, he went from 4 mil to doing 5 mil. Is that really like anything like that big of a difference? The answer is no, right? This guy's not really doing anything that would make me be like, okay, now he's actually looking pretty good. He's kind of the same against one enemy. Now, if you're able to get him against 2 enemies, again, that's where the difference will be. So what's going to happen is I'm going to show him with Int Pan on this next rotation. I'll just skip this one probably. And then we'll go ahead and take him into like the Beerus Dokkan event where we're against 2 enemies. And he actually did look okay against 2 enemies. So he might actually be pretty nice offensively, like considering his additionals once we have the extra 70% attack. Now that he's SA15, right? So we'll see. Okay, let's see what this goat is doing here. If we put him in the middle, he does get Saiyan lineage, so that does give him extra stats. So right here is as everything but Saiyan warrior race that I believe is actually a 10% extra attack link, right? Yeah, so 10% attack here. So he's starting off at 200k defense at the start of turn. So doing the math, he's at 390k after he super attacks with 50% support on rotation. I'll let y'all decide on how good or bad that is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How good 390k defense full super is. Now, if he does get additional supers, right, he will get 90k defense per super attack. So if he does actually triple super attack, then in that situation, he's actually cooking a little. 570k defense, right? And that's like, okay, that's actually like good defense, right? But he has a triple super, which I feel like is not gonna be common with this guy. Like, it can happen, but it's not something you should rely on. Like right here, we got the normal, and then no additional right there, and then he dies, right? And that's what happens. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let's just go ahead and let's just ignore him against one enemy now. Let's take a look at him against two enemies. Alright, well, we'll see right here against two enemies. Actually, that's STR. Oh, he's in the 7th slot. I thought he was in the... Oops, that's my bad. Again, two enemies though, right? Okay, now we're for real here. You sealed him, but guess what? I'm going to heal, and you can't seal me. Loser. So, 200k defense. He's getting the extra 70%. Yeah, again, his defense is under 400k unless he triple supers. If he double supers, it gets to 500k, which I think is acceptable, right? Considering there's no support or anything, I'll take that, right? I'll definitely take it. Let's see. What kind of damage is he doing here, though? I think his damage will shoot up a considerable amount, even. The extra 70% base attack could be good. But my issue is you have Red Zone Gamma 1 and 2, and then that's like the only hard event with two enemies. Like, what? Everywhere else has one enemy. 7 mil. See, that's okay, right? Even 7 mil, though, is not like that great. Now, double 7 mil, I'll be like, okay, you know, he's kind of cooking a little. For a sub EZA, you could take that. He's doing triple, okay. Well, he proved me wrong here. I mean, on this rotation, this guy looked pretty solid. Not bad at all. He was cooking here. I can't deny that, right? I will not completely slander him, but I still think, like, where would you use him against two enemies? Like, realistically, for the showcase video, I'm showing it here, but like, the Red Zone Gammas are difficult, but they're not like one of the major hardest events in the game. Now, you could use him in there and he could cook a little, but it's, again, like I said, it's that one stage. I'm sure you guys all get what I mean. If a unit isn't good unless they're against multiple enemies right now, that's just not what the game is like built around. It's like, you know, some people like, like Tech Khalifa, right? And I definitely agree Tech Khalifa is really good. But there's no, well, actually there is now technically, but before there was no like really difficult pure Saiyan boss you could evade. So she was kind of in limbo, right? It's kind of the same with this blue Goku. Unless we get like a event where you can actually utilize that, you can't utilize that, right? So he's just gonna sit there. Now, where is he at right now? 250k. Now that is actually nice, right? Because he'll be I'm not sure what the defense level will be at. So this turn is really good, actually. He's at 474k defense after just one super. That's pretty much enough to tank a lot of normals in the game. Like, he'll be able to tank, like, probably not Angel Broly's, but like Omega's like normal attacks he'll be able to tank there. He's getting the same offensive support, so offensively he should be the same, right? So in this situation, he's looking good. In every other situation, he looks mediocre, and every other situation against one enemy. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little too harsh on him, but I don't see it, right? And it's not like this is like a big fan. Okay, he got double triple super attacks. Am I missing something? Okay, yeah, it's just two enemies. He just has an extra crit chance. I mean, I guess it's a 50% chance to crit now. That's good. But even against here, like, he could still lose his additional and stuff like that in difficult content no matter what if you fall under 50% HP. Which is really, really dumb. So that's another issue. Did Pan do 3 attacks here, or am I crazy? Sure, you know what? I'm ignore that. Whatever happened, but let me know what you think of him. I think he's not good. And that's all I'll say. Thank you guys for watching till the end. Again, I want to hear from you guys about this guy. Maybe I'll change my title just a little bit. Probably not The title still will stay the same as it was previously. But I'll catch you next time.